See that yellow house right there? It's a funny story. My wife was selling her Hobie Pro Angler kayak to a guy out of North Houston. So he comes by, super nice guy, helping him load up, and this truck pulls up in front of my yard. And this guy gets out, got a nice smile, you know, looked like a really friendly guy. And he says, Super73. I was like, okay, kind of threw me off. When he said Super73, I was like, yeah. He's like, I saw your video. I'm like, wow. You know, like all 3 of my viewers, he saw my video. So I thought it was pretty strange, but I was like, he's like, yeah. I said, well, how did you see my video? You know, he said, well, my son. Now I started quizzing him, well, who's your son? Maybe I knew his son, and I didn't. And I'm gonna stop right here and put on my gloves. And I'm like, who's your son? Well, didn't ring a bell who the son was. And so I was pretty distracted with the guy buying my wife's kayak and us loading it in. So now I had 2 people I'm talking to. Well, anyway, we start talking about the bike. And man, I'm having trouble getting this zipped. I got it kind of fat, I got a hat in there. So, alright, hold on, let me put the gloves on. So I'm a little confused, but I'm excited to talk about my bike, right? And he's wanting to talk. And anyway, so we're talking about the Super 73. I'm like, well, I'll go get it. You want to see it? I'm like, he's done seen the video. He knows where I live. And so, and he may be watching this too. His name's Fred. And so we're talking and all that. And like, I'm like, well, I'll bring it out. You know, he already knows I live here. I'm like, I'm not sure who this guy is, but he had looked familiar. You know, at first he was like, well, this guy looks familiar, but he threw me off talking about the Super 73. Well, I mentioned about the crazy cat lady, and he says more like crazy dog lady. I'm like, well, he knows her. Okay, this is getting even stranger and all that. I said, so you know the neighborhood? He's like, yeah. And we're talking. I said, well, where do you live? He's like, I live in that yellow house. I'm like, no wonder you look so familiar. I'd never met him before, except for some kids going in the neighbor's house, you know, and trying to loot after the hurricane, looking around. And I had said, sir, you ever see these 2 around here? Call the cops. You know, and then I'm cussing the kids out and all that. I'm like, yeah, it's a great way to meet your neighbor here. And anyway, he's that guy. He lives in that house. So, pretty funny story, but it just shows you that you never know who's watching your videos. My neighbor that I had never really officially met was watching my video. So, that's pretty cool. Alright, we're just going to ride around. I got my backpack on. And I have my mic set up a little differently now. And I'm hoping it sounds a lot better than it did before. I recorded some audio and it sounded like garbage. I'm using a mic on a DJI Osmo Action camera, and I do have GoPros hooked up right now, and the only problem is that I've had I had issues with GoPro freezing up on me, and I wanted to buy the Hero 9, and after I started watching YouTube reviews, you know, it seems like that problem has not been fixed, so I just didn't really want to risk it. You know, spending $450 on a camera that I didn't really technically need. So, anyways, the DJI Action Osmo Action has been working out pretty good for me so far. The audio straight out of camera without a mic probably isn't. It's not as good as, let's say, it's not as good as my Hero 7. I mean, it's not bad. It's totally workable. But with the mic, I think it's going to sound pretty good. And it's got some extra foam for the wind, and it's kind of hidden behind my mount that's on the camera. smells like someone cut grass and barbecue. I hate cutting grass, but I love barbecue. Alright, so we're just gonna go for a nice little ride today. No plans really. Alright, so you know, I like to up my subscribers list, you know. I mean, it's just a thing, you know, you make videos and you like people to watch, and, you know, you probably see, like Dylan Thompson, he's got some pretty exciting videos, but I mean, he's in crazy ass Los Angeles area, you know, what do you expect? You know, you're gonna have some stuff happen, and especially with group rides and you start getting people together and personalities, but I definitely find his videos very entertaining. My wife was like, one of the first videos we watched, he's doing like a range test, and it's some park ranger or something, cop, and he's not stopping. She's like, why don't he stop? And like, she's like, what if he stops? Whatever she said. I'm like, well, he was doing a range test, and it's pretty important if he's doing it. I mean, it's no excuse, I guess, not to stop. But anyway, I probably would have stopped. I would have been compliant. I don't know why the flags are half mast. It's really true. Hey, what are we gonna do here? I'm just gonna drive down the road and go about 16 maybe. So, leave a comment down in the section if you actually watch my videos. For all 3 or 4 of y'all that's gonna watch it. I'm wondering if there's wind noise right here too, with the my new audio setup. We'll find out here when I go to watch the video and edit it. But I'm just curious, do you guys prefer like a 10-minute video, you know, heavily edited, or do you like just letting the camera roll and there's 30 minutes of somebody riding their bike? I mean, I kind of prefer both, but I mean, 30 minutes is a long time to watch somebody riding. It just, I guess it depends what kind of scenery they have in the video. You know, what are you looking at? I mean, I only have so much to look at here in my city, so I'm definitely going to have to hit the road and give y'all something good to look at. And I'ma get it right, dead on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right, dead on sight like. I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be find myself, but again, it's always a phase. I wanted to stay, no you don't understand. I've been losing myself, packages. They're here. we do an unboxing right here. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh man, not gonna be able to do this. Let's just go in the house and look at all this stuff. Alright guys, thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe for some great content. I'm lying. It's just me riding the bike. But please like and subscribe. Thank you.